On Heavy Metal Frequency, I'm reviewing Steve Vai, The Elusive's Light and Sound, Volume 1. Hopefully he'll do a Volume 2 at some point, but he's working on 5 albums at the moment. The first was in Violet, the second was by Gash, and there are 3 more. And The Elusive Light and Sound, Volume 2 is not on that itinerary that I know of. And so this is a lot of stuff. The first track is Celluloid Heroes. It's a cover of The Kinks, and it was recorded for a movie, and it was not used. It's a very interesting kind of almost like a piano rock type thing, Elton John, Billy Joel type thing. It's very unusual for Vai, like early David Bowie as well. Love Blood's really neat. That was recorded for Interview with a Vampire. Another thing really quickly, I always recommend physical media, and I would definitely recommend a copy of this. One of the reasons is because the included booklet is fascinating. It's just as interesting as the music. I don't want to ruin anything for you. I hope this prompts you to buy a physical copy, because the booklet is that interesting. It's one of the best booklets I've ever seen in a CD. The next 4 tracks are from Crossroads. Some of them were recorded and they didn't use in the movie. There are 2 tracks inspired by the movie Dudes. A bunch of tracks from or inspired by Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. The Reaper, track 10, is probably my favorite track on this. This album covers so much ground as far as his career is concerned, that some of the tracks sound very similar to Passion and Warfare era Vai. Some of them sound like his later stuff, I'd say around, let's say, Real Illusions, Reflections. So some of it's a different take on some things. Some of it sounds like Passion and Warfare era Vai. Some of it sounds like Real Illusions, Reflections. And some of it sounds like the reissue of Passion and Warfare era Vai, which had, I think, about 6 additional tracks added to it. So it's a very interesting album. I'm trying to think of what are the other ones. The Reaper rap is pretty funny. That's from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey as well. Everything on here is excellent. I highly recommend this album. Because it's 40 tracks, and most of them are really pretty short, and it's a lot of different things. There's a lot, I say this all the time, but there's a lot going on here, and I suggest you spend a lot of time with this and you really focus on it, because some of the tracks are a couple of seconds, and it's just really interesting and fascinating that this album came to pass. And I hope he releases an Elusive Light and Sound Volume 2 at some point, but from what I know, it's not on his itinerary at the moment. So please pick up a copy of this if you get a chance, and really pay attention and listen to it, because some of it's more ambient, some of it's more of the progressive metal type stuff. Some of it even has some Trans-Siberian Orchestra or a Dream Theater-esque vibe to it. It's really kind of interesting. So thank you, and enjoy.